Welcome to the Bombshell Book Blast. Now I know what you're thinking. Why isn't it the Bombshell Belief? Don't worry, we'll get to that. I have your questions all sorted out over here. And I thought, what better night to do my videos than tonight? Long story, but I'm not going to focus on anything rather than just the book in this book Bombshell Book Blast. I'm going to have to learn that. Anyway, what is this all about? Well, I decided, Oprah has the book club and everybody, is always suggesting books to read or picking out parts that mean the most to them. When a book brings me to tears, that is a book to read. I had read Phantom Skies, and this was the next in the series of Phantom Skies, and it's Blue Skies. Right? Or Phantom. Phantom was in the title of the first one. Anyway, this book, oh my land. Of course, I love cowboys anyway, but that's what drove me, was the cover. The next thing was what drove me was this amazing story of how a woman named Carly Adams was given a new lease on life. She had a rare eye disease and was blind until a recent operation restored her sight. Now she's eager to experience everything the world has to offer, including the sweet talk of a handsome cowboy who rouses her desire. Hank Coulter has no plans to settle down until he discovers that Carly is carrying his child. This pregnancy threatens her eyesight. Determined to make things right, he charms this blue-eyed beauty into marrying him. With her radiant smile and remarkable goodness, Carly is exactly the kind of wife he always imagined by his side. But if Hank wants their practical arrangement to become permanent, he's going to have to convince Carly one moment of risk can bring a lifetime of joy. Now, what I admire most about this handsome hunk of a hero, no matter how many times she pushes him away, no matter how many times she basically, runs away from love, he runs right back to her. Another thing, that there's a part in this book where the healing power of love just takes over, because the father tells the son a story about how his grandpa didn't like him, but he decided that he was not going to let his woman leave him. So when the second boy was coming along, he decided that he would definitely not let her leave his side, and he tells a story that basically makes Hank see the light and realize that if Carly ever does the same thing, then he's got to do the same thing. So there's a near-death experience in this book, and oh my land, he goes through so many things, Hank does, in this book to win her love. And there's a best friend that is her roommate because she doesn't want to lose her independence, basically. Bess. And every time that Carly feels like she's going to lose her independence, she does seem to bolt. And she's very strong-willed, bullheaded. I don't know why I like the book so much, right? And Hank goes above and beyond and talks to her daddy to see what he can do to make things right. I'm not going to cry. And he shows up and just basically kidnaps Carly from her own home. And then makes her realize how much he really does love her by going out and making the ranch more handicap able for his now soon-to-be blind wife. And he puts Braille in. He makes things so that there's not a way for an accident to happen. There's a pager on him, on his belt buckle. Just so he goes above and beyond. He is the definition of the perfect husband. So I highly recommend reading this book. And I was going to read some excerpts of this book, but I think I've done it justice. Make sure you check it out. It's well worth your read and well worth your time. Stay tuned. The blind bombshell belief is next.